Countries' proactive investment in modern equipment, rigorous enforcement of regulations related to engineering noise control, and hearing protection compliance, together with robust early detection programs, have dramatically reduced the incidence and impact of noise-induced hearing loss. They have shown that change is not only possible, but it is achievable and does make a difference. Here at home, we're also making a difference. The South African mining industry has responded with increasing urgency, particularly through tripartite collaborations and the establishment of milestone targets aimed at curbing noise-induced hearing loss. At last year's Occupational Health and Safety Summit, we saw an important evolution of our targets. The aspirational equipment and process noise targets were reduced from 107 decibels down to 104 decibels. Perhaps even more significantly, the industry committed to ensuring no new cases of noise-induced hearing loss among previously unexposed employees by 2034. I personally signed these commitments together with Mr. Yardley Fullard on behalf of the Minerals Council. At the scale of this commitment, I engaged with the MOSH Noise team, led by Kagiso, to develop a comprehensive and actionable strategy that could be adapted industry-wide. And this strategy is built on 4 core pillars. Firstly, driving the identification and adoption of leading practice and research outcomes. Secondly, OEM engagement strategies. Thirdly, residual noise risk management. And finally, acoustic engineering in workplace design. Importantly, this strategy has been endorsed by the CEO Zero Harm Leadership Forum under Yardley's leadership yesterday. This ensures that it receives both commitment at the highest level and integration into operational risk management frameworks. In parallel to this, the Minerals Council has reviewed its flagship Kumbulikaya strategy, initially launched in 2019 with a vision of zero harm and a safer mining environment. The name Kumbulikaya, as most of you, I think all of you in this room now know, is remember home in Zulu, and reminds us that every employee deserves to return home in the same condition which they arrived, not just alive, of course, but whole and healthy. This strategy, we are placing occupational health and NIHL in particular at its core. The principles of leadership commitment, a people-centered approach, and transparent collaboration and communication are foundational to both the Kumbulikaya strategy and our noise-induced hearing loss action plan. These values must be woven into every thread of our noise risk management efforts. Allow me to emphasize a crucial point. Noise essentially is an engineering problem. We must bring more engineers into the conversation, thus not only with problem solving, but also owning the risk. Support for the industry-wide buy and maintain pilot initiative should be non-negotiable. We must ensure that every piece of equipment procured is not only fit for purpose, and that it is maintained to those standards throughout its operational life. Which brings us to the business of today, the Noise Engineering Controls Convention. And I'm glad to see that Empress Palace is a very popular venue on a Friday morning before a long weekend. Good to see you all. Leaned heavily on hearing protection devices. But this still remains crucial in our residual risk management as a frontline defense. But as we know, this is reactive. We must now shift towards proactive technology-driven solutions, those proven in other industries and in global context. Today's convention will explore acoustic engineering, predictive modeling, and other cutting-edge technologies in noise control. The MOSH noise team has engaged a range of stakeholders in other industries to identify practical solutions that can be adapted to the mining context. I urge each of you to participate actively and ask questions, share insights, and take full advantage of the knowledge being shared today. Mining in South Africa employs 475,000 people directly. 90% of those are women today. We are one of the foundation stones of the South African economy, and we have a very strong economic multiplier and a high dependency ratio through extended families and the communities in which we operate. Mining must succeed for South Africa to succeed, and you should be very proud of being part of this industry. Also good to see a rock drill in the room today. Thanks very much to the team at the back there. Not so many audios, but the rock drills. Remind you that achieving a safer, quieter and healthier mining environment is not only a regulatory obligation, but a moral imperative. Let's make sure that it's not just talking today, not just a conversation. Let's make sure when we go back to the mines that we do make a difference. Thank you very much, everybody, and enjoy the morning and enjoy the afternoon. Thank you.